literally, Mamela, the moment you turn your head and then you're like, oh, I forgot something in the car. Hey, bro, where's my car? What's up, YouTube? Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you can tell by the description of this video today what the fuck we are doing the differences between South Africa and America. Yeah, if you are new here, make sure that you subscribe. Please subscribe, like, share and comment. I'm eating peanuts, I know, I'm sorry, but yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, share and comment. Join the family. And yeah, let's just get into it. Let's go. Let's get into this video. So the very first difference that comes to mind when I think about the differences between South Africa and the US is driving. And I think with everybody you can say that that's like the real big difference. So in South Africa we drive on the left hand side of the road, but our steering wheel is on the right hand side of the car, whereas here you drive on the right hand side of the road and your steering wheel is on the left hand side of the car. But anyway, so but honestly, I just really feel like that is not too much of an adjustment. If you know how to drive, you adjust very well. Also, because I'm not 100% sure about this, but I do feel like they don't really have manual operated cars here. They don't have manuals. I think they only have automatics. I've only seen automatics. Everybody I know. How many people do you know? Everybody I know. How many people do you know? Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I would say everybody I know drives an automated car, and I think so that makes the transition from driving on the left hand side of the road to the right hand side like much more easier. I mean, even if it was a manual operated car, it wouldn't be that hard, I feel like, if you really know how to drive. But yeah, the people here, let me tell you something about Americans love their cars. So they love their cars and they love driving very fast. So from a person who comes from a country that drives on the wrong side of the road, as they say here, you might feel intimidated on the roads, because honestly, as I said, they love their cars and they love driving fast, and they are always driving above the speed limit, and I do not condone that, because there are speed traps everywhere. You will get a ticket, my child, and you will have heart palpitations. I'm very sorry for the noise. I know something is going on up there. Okay, moving on. Another difference we have is the number of languages between South Africa and the US. Here they only have one language, and it's English, whereas back at home we have 11 official languages, and it's common for South African to be to speak more than one language, because I mean, you have so many languages, why stick to one? Flexing. Also, here's another difference that goes along with this one. There's a difference in terms. In South Africa we have this thing we call a braai. Here they call it a barbecue, and they call pavements sidewalks. And then what's another one? Petrol. We call it petrol, what you put in your car. They call it gas here. and they won't understand you when you say petrol. So you need to adjust. Here's another one. Robots. They call them traffic lights. We call them robots. They call them traffic lights. It's just the little things, and I think that's what, I don't want to say it's a communication barrier, because it's not, but I think that's one thing that makes it hard for sometimes for people to communicate, because obviously when you come from another country, you catch on to those things after a while, that okay, this person doesn't understand me when I refer to this certain thing as what it's referred to as at home. So you need to accommodate them, and actually not really accommodate them, but just change to what it's referred to as here. Oh my goodness, here's the most ridiculous one to me. American people are very trusting.
A few moments later.
Okay, they are trusting because there's no crime. They the crime rate here is not as big of a deal as it is in South Africa. Here they can leave their car keys in their cars, they can leave their cars unlocked, they can leave their own houses unlocked, and nobody's gonna walk in, nobody's gonna hijack your car, nobody's gonna steal your car, nobody's gonna walk into your house and excuse me, do whatever that and steal your things. For me, at first I was I had this constant need to check if doors are locked or something. They can leave their windows rolled down, motors are on their cars, at a parking lot, at a grocery store parking lot or something. For me, it's in South Africa, they don't even need your car keys to get your car. Jonga is nyoga. Literally, they don't need your car keys, they don't need nothing. And for them, they don't even need you to leave your windows rolled down or something. Leaving your windows rolled down is a luxury entrance for them, but oh, this person made it easy for us, even if the key is not there. Literally, Mamela, the moment you turn your head and then you're oh, I forgot something in the car. Hey, bro, where's my car? But yeah, I don't want to make South Africa seem so bad, but on the crime side, it's really is. There's obviously there's a time difference, obviously, but I knew this from way back, that there's a time difference and all that, and that South Africa is 6 hours behind. Ahead, I mean, South Africa is 6 hours ahead and America is 6 hours behind. But I didn't know that America had many time changes, within the country can go up. Here, when I first got here in June, South Africa was 6 hours ahead of me, but now it's 7 hours ahead. We are the time changed, and it went an hour back. No, English. But you know what? You get what I'm trying to say. I don't know. It's just so weird, because even the time difference between states here, sometimes it's ridiculous. For instance, California. I just feel California could just be a country on its own, because literally it is. What's the time here now? The time is 5:02. Let's check the time in LA, in California. The time is 2:02, and that means it's 3 hours behind. Yeah. Yeah, what else? You guys, literally, after they have drive-thrus for everything. Listen, when I say everything, back at home we do not have that. I'm speaking for the whole South Africa, we don't have drive-thrus for everything. After they even have drive-thrus for pharmacies. It's amazing, because Oh my god, South Africa, catch up, catch up, catch up, catch up. But yeah, it's just really, like, the first time I found out, I was like, what? But yeah, it's really, it's good. America is, yeah, man. But one thing that I really feel like is straining even for Americans and for Tina, people who are not really used to it, is the medical system here. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculously expensive. Oh my god, like literally when I first got here, I got sick. I went into the doctor, Jonga, medical bills left, right, center. I was literally stressing out because literally I'm a person who works in a budget. I don't like spending money, and for me, having to pay my medical bills, it was really hard because, like, even though I do have insurance, my insurance does not cover everything. Even back at home, you have medical aids, but medical aids do not cover everything, but at least they do cover like a decent amount of what you're supposed to pay. Here, your insurance could cover like 80%. That seems like a lot, but it's like sometimes they'll be like, okay, we do cover 80%, but not 80% on everything. Okay, even back at home, they don't cover on everything, whatever percentage that they're covering on, depending on the medical aid that you're on. But it's just really, I feel like there's also hidden fees and stuff, but yeah, it's just really, that just messes up with you, because it's like medical bill after medical bill after medical bill, and you're just like, Kylie Jenner, come to the rescue. But yeah, I think that's all I can fit into this video. I don't want this to be a long boring thing, but I just really wanted to share with you guys like the most noticeable differences that I have noticed. Also, it's, yeah, but I really love the US. It's an amazing country. I love South Africa as well. South Africans, I love you guys. I love home. South Africa is home. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I will be back with more videos next week.